This session uses as a key concept the idea of covenant community. Covenant community is really the model of the church since the very first days of the book of Acts. But the idea of covenant is a much more ancient idea than that. A covenant, for some people, is considered to be a kind of legal contract between two parties in which agreements are made to live into their relationship with one another in a particular way. In the Bible, oftentimes, covenants are offered by kings and leaders along with people, and the kings promise to do certain things, and the people promise to live according to certain regulations and rules and lifestyles, and they seal that together with a kind of symbol of some sort. But the amazing thing about the God that we follow as Christians today is that our God was the initiator of those covenants. In other words, it was God seeking out a relationship with his people in a particular way that would bring about the restoration of the relationship that God lost when humankind denied God in the garden. Yep, it goes back to the book of Genesis in that way. In fact, the entire Bible, from that story of Genesis and the tree of forbidden fruit, from that moment on, all throughout the New Testament, to the end of the New Testament, is the story of God trying to redeem us, God offering this unilateral kind of covenant relationship. I am going to do this for you, God says. I'm going to do a new thing. Behold, I will go with you. It is always God promising long before our response that is the power of that special covenant relationship. So as we rethink church and rethink conference, we need to think a lot about what it means to live today in that kind of a relationship where God has claimed us and called us and named us, and God has set us then out amongst the people of the world to help restore the relationship God intended between God's self and all people. How are we to do that faithfully in the world today? How does your church reflect covenant community? What would it look like if, in our annual conference, we were very careful to talk about the sacredness of our connection together as if it were indeed truly covenant community?